Hey guys, it's Disciple Gaming coming at you with a very good Sevarog match I had the other day. As you can see here, I'm in the middle lane where a team fight is about to unfold. Here I'm trying to root Kwang, and I barely managed to miss him. He's going to back off, throwing down his sword, which manages to root me and Gideon, allowing him to get away, and also knocking us up in the air. But who do we have here? We got Chimera and Steel jumping into the fight. Chimera jumps down, Kwang returns. I'm going to send down a subjugate, rooting them both, returning fire, smashing all three with an ult. Retreating to reassess the fight, heading up the mid stairs. We got Chimera down in the jungle trying to melt Kwang. Sorry to say, but Sevarog is going to save the day as I beat down Chimera with a bunch of basic attacks and eventually leading to collect his soul. We have Kwang entering back into the fight with very low HP, so I'm going to make an attempt to hunt him down. As you can see, I'm chasing him through his jungle as he's heading up toward the Orb Prime, but it seems his luck will run short when I throw down his subjugate, rooting him to the floor. We have Steel entering back into the fight. He's charging me, but he knocks me right back on top of Kwang. I'm going to collect Kwang's soul. I'm going to chase back down Steel, evade right through his shield, and right there, bam, collect his soul. And as you can see, Sevarog is the king of Agora. Later on, we have another team fight break out at Orb Prime. I really did not want to take this fight and urge my teammates to retreat, yet they did not want to listen. As you can see, Gideon charged in, so I must go help and place pressure where it is needed. They retreated, but what do you know? There goes Kwang and the rest of my teammates charging back into the fight. My team sits inside Iggy's turrets and gets melted. I tried to pick off one of their squishy teammates, but my team did not buy me enough time as the majority of my team fell and only one left to escape. And as you can see here, after my team has fallen, it takes almost all of them to bring me down. As you can see here, Sparrow is the only one left and they have captured the Orb Prime. But you don't have to say anything, I already know what you're thinking. They've got Orb Prime and all of your towers are basically down. You guys are screwed. Trust me, I was thinking the same thing, but it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Just joking. One thing I do have to say is the Sparrow is pretty smart though, as she is defending the lane that the minions are pushed closest to our tier 3 inhibitor. As you can see, she's going to wait on Steel to push a little closer to the inhibitor before she punishes him. And on the left-hand side, you can see time ticking down until we respawn. I've never played a game where I've seen us come so close to losing these inhibitors, but yet we don't. So we got Gideon. He's respawned and he's back in the middle defending the tower. He's going to retreat, throw up an ult, kill that minion wave, come down, throw down a meteor on Grimax, teleport in and finish Grimax off. You have me, who has just spawned back in, hit Chimera out of the left tier 3 inhibitor, send down a root, but barely miss him, but luckily saved our tier 3 inhibitor. Now Gideon has headed over to help me out, and we are going to beat down this freaking Chimera and send him to death. Oh yeah, Chimera, meet your maker. We do lose our right tier 3 inhibitor, but it's okay, because Howie has taken out Kwang, and me and Gideon are pushing this left lane. As you see here, you have Iggy heading back to retreat and defend that middle inhibitor. Now, pretty much it's just racing the clock here. I'm going to head down and let Gideon take that wave of minions. and I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to come up here. I think I ult this minion wave just so we can beat the basically the clock before the enemies respawn, so we can actually achieve the goal of taking down this left inhibitor. And here we are, we're already pushed up on the inhibitor, ready to go, just waiting on our minions. And you can see up there, Grim has spawned in, but I don't think it's going to be enough time for him to make it down. And you can see Quang, Sparrow, and Howie just taking out Iggy, putting on the pressure. They take down the middle inhibitor, and me and Gideon over here take down the left tier 3 inhibitor. I start beating on Grimax, but I'm realizing I'm not doing that much damage to him. Let's see if Gideon can take him out. Gideon specials up, and there you have it. He takes out Grim, and I'm smashing that retreat button for our teammates to retreat. I don't want something to happen like last time they didn't listen. So I kept smashing that retreat button, and finally they listened and followed me. And as I head back home, I actually I type in the chat for everybody to return home for the last battle, and thankfully these guys that I solo queued with listened. So I've headed home, and I'm heading back down middle lane, and it's funny because I got a pretty good headset that when I came over here on the right, I heard somebody running on the ramp, and I instantly knew it was Chimera just by the noise of his feet, because every hero, when they are in sprint mode, they all had their own unique sound, and I play him enough that I've kind of memorized it already. Just like with Sevarog, he kind of has like a heavy breathing, and so Chimera's here thinking he's going to get away with doing a lot of damage to the core, but I ruined that for him. But Gideon comes up and snags my kill. I was kind of mad about that, but whatever. At least we stopped him from destroying the core. So I'm heading back down middle lane, and I typed a message to my teammates when I was going back home, and I said, hey, all 5 of us just need to focus the core. Don't even worry about the enemy. Everybody get to the enemy's core, and we will all attack it and focus on it. That's usually a really good thing to do when you have one of the inhibitors down, and you at least got one of the enemies down as well. So then it's kind of 5-on-4 inside of the core, and we can just destroy it. But right here, a ward pings a Kwang coming out of the jungle up on the map, so I'm just hitting attack mid lane, and this Howie, boom, he hits him, he knocks him out of his sprint, and we just melt this Kwang down. I mean, literally, just gets melted. And after we melt this Kwang, our attention turns over to this Iggy, and again, we're going to melt him down as well. I'm going to hit him with an ult, knock him back over there so they can do some damage to him, and I'm going to evade toward him right here and try to get this last hit, but Sparrow snags it. So we got a steal, and we got a Grimax up in the middle. Grimax just finished off Gideon, but I'm going to root both of them, and I'm going to just beat down on this Grimax and try to punish him. We got this Kwang, he comes up, he's helping me out. He's going to finish off that Grimax, and we're going to try to finish off this steal. So we finish him off, and the only one left alive is, I believe they're Chimera. He's going to spawn in a couple seconds. And I think they kind of realize, like, hey, they're heading up middle lane. It's over. So they just surrender, which I kind of think it was really stupid for them to surrender, seeing how all 3 of us were low health. Well, besides for Kwang. But still, Kwang by himself wasn't going to be able to take up the tower. The core. So, hey, it was a good match. Thanks for watching, guys.